Good morning, Bill. How are you?
Hey, John. Good. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. You touched on this yesterday, and Anthony made a big deal about it last week about not being able to force turnovers. You guys are tied for next place differential. What can you do that you haven't been done, and how important is it for you to start forcing them?
Yeah, it's important. I mean, we have to, we have to continue to work on it in practice. We have to be around the ball more consistently, whether it's tighter coverage when the ball's thrown or get more guys to the ball in the running game. Look, both offenses we played are very good, very unique offenses, but that's no excuse. It just means that, every week's going to be different. And so we have to look at Pittsburgh now, and we've got to figure out how to take the ball away and not miss those opportunities when they happen. And then we also have to, on offense, we have to take care of the ball. We don't take care of the ball on offense yesterday, and that was that led to points for them.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, Bill. Considering all the speed you have in this receiving core and also the downfield threat David has been as a running back in his career in the passing game, how do you feel about the rate at which your team has produced explosive plays so far through these first two games?
No, we have to do a better job. We, that's something that we have to work on this week. We hit Brandon on the one yesterday that led to a touchdown. We missed David on a play that I think would have been a big play in the game. So we have to keep working at it and just keep trying to improve and do a better job.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Bill, with pass protection, now that you've reviewed the game, what did you see from some of the things they were doing to get that many quarterback hits? I think that 11 is ties to the most that Sean's been hit in his career in a game.
Yeah, I think some of that was when we were, down and we had to throw the ball. I think that we have to work on different techniques up front relative to what the defensive line is doing to us. And overall, we just have to do a better job. I mean, it also involves, it's everybody. It's the running back. It's the just like I always say, it's the quarterback, running back, the wide receivers, tight ends. Doing what they're supposed to do too. It's not just the offensive line. So we have to work hard to like I said last night, we have to work really hard to get better quickly here.
Sarah.
Bill, after watching the film, did you see what Ross Blacklock did to get ejected, and have you talked to him about it?
Yeah, I've spoken to him, and I didn't see it on the tape. So, but I know that it happened. So, yeah, I've spoken to him.
What happened?
I mean, I've spoken to him, Sarah. So, it's you guys can watch it too, right? You have the TV copy.
Yep, I didn't see it on the copy.
Yeah, neither really, to be honest with you, Sarah, neither did I. I just know what the official told me. So I'm not trying to – I didn't see it either, but the official told me that he threw a punch, which I think you've probably already know that. So, I'm just saying that's what the official told me, and, we have addressed it, and, we'll continue to address it today.
Berman.
Hey, Bill, what after looking at the tape, what are some things you feel like you need to do a better job against the run?
We just sometimes, Mark, we fit the run really well. Sometimes we fit the run really well. Sometimes we get out of our gaps. We don't, and give the offense credit. They execute better than we do. And is it scheme? Is it players? Look, it's all on me. We've got to stop the run better. We've got to figure it out. Got to get the players to play better. And we've got to look at our scheme and look at what we're doing. But, this offense that we're playing this week is completely different than that offense and the offense before that. So, it's going to be a matter of what we think is the best thing to do versus Pittsburgh. We just have to – everybody's got to do a better job. That's what, when you're 0-2, you have to improve in every area.
Can you share with us what's going on with Will Fuller and why he was limited yesterday?
I really don't know. I mean, he was in the passing game. He was involved in the passing game relative to health and all those things. I'll see what happens today when he comes in for treatment and things like that. But, we have to do a better job of getting him the ball. It just didn't happen yesterday.
Thank you.
Brandon.
Hey, good morning, Bill.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, so we saw some pretty good things from Brandon Cooks and from Randall Cobb. And you mentioned earlier some of the plays that you guys missed and some of the things that you're working on. Do you guys feel like y'all are creating the mismatches that you want and executing those?
Well, they were, a lot of, when you talk about mismatches, that has a lot to do with man versus zone and things like that. So this team that we played yesterday, they did play some man. We felt like we had guys in the right positions, but they also played a lot of zone. They played a lot of blitz zone, and so each week is different. Relative to the matchups. Some teams, they pressure you with a lot of blitz zone. This team pressured us with blitz zone, and then they played a lot. They played zero, which we handled well a couple times, but didn't handle well other times. So we just have to do it all better. Everything's got to be better. So everything, starting with coaching, playing, everything.
Christy.
JJ had another big game for you guys yesterday. What do you think about the level at which he's playing this season?
Yeah, he had a big game. He had 2 sacks. He just missed another one where the ball just got out right before he got there. Disrupted the running game. He's playing at a really, really good level, and he'll continue to play that way as he continues to get into, just like everybody, as they continue to get into better playing shape and things like that. He'll continue to play well.
They told us during the game yesterday that Collin was being evaluated for a concussion. Do you know if he had one or what's his status?
Yeah, he was evaluated for it. I'll probably know more about that later on today, so I'll be able to tell you the next time we talk.
Brian Smith.
Bill, after the game, JJ said he was really frustrated in general, and he's tired of losing, especially the big games. He knows at some point that has to obviously change. But you guys have also played the Chiefs and the Ravens, who are 2 of the NFL's best teams. How do you balance that, trying to keep that in perspective, knowing it's just 2 games, but also to be the best, you have to at some point beat the best teams?
Yeah, no, I mean it's the question that we have to answer. We've got to realize that it's a long season, but we also have to realize that we have to play a lot better to be in that category. But we got to take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time. We've been in this position before. Unfortunately, we've many times we've gotten out of this position, but it's a different year. So we just have to improve in every area, Brian. That's pretty much all I can tell you. Like, everybody's got to do better, but we realize that it's a long season, and so the balance between who we played and where we're at, we got a lot of games left and a lot of work to be done. We're all frustrated. JJ's frustrated. Everybody's frustrated. No one wants to lose. No one goes into the game looking to lose. Everybody goes in there trying to do their best to win the game, and we got a lot of good guys. We got guys playing hard all the way through, but we have to eliminate mistakes, especially early on, and we got to play more consistent.
Sean.
Morning, Bill.
Hey, Sean.
Bill, the opening drives for you guys have been a struggle the first couple games of this year, and I know that's been a struggle going back to last season. Is that an issue of preparation, or is it an issue of execution, and how do you go about fixing that?
I don't know. I mean, we see we put a lot of time into the opening drive. We practice it. We go over it. And we do it really Friday and Saturday. And you're right. I mean, last week 2 weeks ago against Kansas City, we gain yards, then we jump off sides. We get in 3rd and 10. Yesterday, get it to 4th and 1. We're on our own 34 early in the game. I decided to punt. I mean, look, I just think we got to keep working at it. I just think it's something that we definitely know that we have to do better. We got to start faster, and we just I don't really have a great answer for you, Sean, just other than we got to do a better job.
Vanessa.
Hi, Bill. Week 1, you said that you guys had a lot of mental mistakes. Do you feel like you had a lot of mental mistakes against the Ravens? And if so, how do you fix that before you go to Pittsburgh?
when I watched the tape, I'm not sure that it was as much mental as, turnovers. There were definitely some mental mistakes. We had neutral zone infractions. We had false starts, false start again. So, there were some mental mistakes. But, look, I think at the end of the day, you give the Ravens credit. They did a better job than we did. But there's definitely a lot to clean up, including mental mistakes. But I thought it was more turnovers and, not taking advantage of situations that we had. We played some situations really well, like at the end of the half, but other situations we didn't play well, and we have to just improve in every area.
We'll take 4 more. John?
Bill, on the 4th and 1 call, was it supposed to be a pass to Fells, or did Deshaun have options on that play?
Yeah, I mean, it was basically a bootleg. And so we just, they blitzed us full out blitz zero, and we just didn't have a lot of options there. So we just have to do it better. We have to come up with a better play. We have to we just have to do a better job, John, every area.
Aaron Reese?
Bill, it looked like Lonnie played a fair amount of safety yesterday. I'm wondering, what do you like about his potential at that spot?
I like Lonnie as safety. I think Lonnie has the size and the ability to play safety. He's a good tackler. He's an instinctive player. I think he did some good things at safety, and I think he'll get better and better doing that. He can also obviously still play corner and help us in that area too. He's got versatility. So, but I thought he did some good things at safety.
Berman?
Bill, how difficult is it, I guess, against any team would be, but to continue to have to play from behind early on against quality teams like you've been, like you playing Pittsburgh? How critical is that to try to avoid that?
Yeah, it's definitely critical. It's we get down 10-0, we cut it to 10-7, and you feel like you're back in the game, but then it gets to 13-7, and then we fumble and they take it in for a touchdown. It's 20-7. Those are hard deficits to come back from, and we've got to. You're exactly right. That's like I said, we have to improve in every area, and we've got to really, really try hard to get off to a better start and not fall behind like that. No doubt.
Aaron Wilson?
Hey, Bill, when you look at Philip Gaines, he played a lot in the second half. How did you think Philip did? He's a guy that's had some injuries in the past, but what did you think of him? And going forward with QT and this fumble, what's kind of the thinking on ball security and just trying to get him to be more consistent? Thank you.
Yeah, no, Philip made some decent plays. Philip's a solid player. He's a smart player. He knows his job, and he tries to perform it at a good level every week, every day in practice. Kiki, nobody feels worse about the fumble than Kiki. I mean, we've got to, all of us have to take care of the ball better. That wasn't the only time the ball was out. The other ones we got back. So, Kiki's working hard in practice, and he'll work hard to make sure that doesn't happen again. I'm sure he feels terrible about it.
Terrence, did you have one?
No, my question was answered.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.